Hey, check this out, guys. This family makes $10,000 a month, but can't pay their mortgage. Help me find where their money's actually disappearing to, so they don't lose their house. Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Money Map Budget Planner, your journey with James. Today, we're going to dive into another real live money drama. And trust me, this one here concerns me a lot, guys. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and open up a budget together and see exactly where their money's actually going and to see how we can free up some cash for them so they can hit their goals. But before we jump in, let me just say this. This is the exact planner that I use to get out of debt and to relieve myself from the money stress. And, I was finally able to see where my money's actually going. And it gives you total clarity within 15 minutes a day if you just stick with it for a little while, right? So grab a pen because you might spot a few leaks in your own budget too as well. So let's jump in. All right, so here's the situation, guys. They are, they make a good income, but they're behind looks like possibly about 2 to 3 months of their mortgage. All right, 2 to 3 months behind. Okay, it's not good. It's not a good place to be. So, but they're making $10,000 a month. Not bad, right? That's more than most people, and they're doing. That's a good income. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and go through this Money Map monthly budget form that we have inside the Money Map Budget Planner. This is the form that you're going to use on a regular basis every single month. If you are trying to deplete down your expenses so you can save more to redirect that money elsewhere, your plans and goals that you may have. Okay, so here we go. They got their $10,000 coming in, and we're gonna have two columns here of expenses. One is the fixed expenses, the other is the variable. And I've already had these printed out on here so you can kind of see this, and so we don't spend a lot of time on this. All right, so they are spending, here's the situation. Their first expense is their mortgage, all right? They spend $3,000. $3,000 is a pretty good sized mortgage. Not easy to come up with always for some people, and I get that. All right, so, but that amount is still under 30, right at 30% of their income, which is, considered to be good. It's not at high risk yet. If it was at 35%, if they were paying $35,000 or $4,000, that would be different. All right, so next is the utilities. Utilities, they're paying $500. $500, guys. So $500 is still under the 10%, right? So under 10%, they're doing pretty well. It's not too bad. All right. Next, cars. The car payment, $1,200. $1,200, guys. That's a lot of money right there. That's probably two cars, I would assume. And also with that, they have an insurance of about $450. I'll put that over here, $450. All right, so altogether, they're paying like $1,650. All right, that's not counting the maintenance on the cars. So, but anyway, so $1,650 is going out each and every month for the cars. We have $500 for utilities, $3,000 for the mortgage. Next is the insurance. Now I categorize all the insurance together, right? And that includes the $450 that they're spending on the car insurance plus the health and life insurance of $600. Altogether, that is $1,050. All right, that's how much is going up for insurance. All right, next is food. This is what they're spending at groceries. They're spending $1,200, guys. $1,200. That's a lot of money for food. I think it is, and it's it's $300 at least per week. That seems to be kind of high to me, but we know there's inflation and all that going on. All right, so next, from there is gas. What they're spending on gas is $700. So that means they're probably, they don't live or work close to home. I would assume they're probably commuting a good distance. So $700 is quite a bit for them to be moving around. All right. So then we're going to move on. We're going to go over to the variable expenses. Now, the variable expenses, this is where you will find your wiggle room. This is where you'll find an extra money that you're spending already in your budget that you can loosen up to redirect into places where you need it to really go to help you, right? So we're going to start off here. This is what they do. They eat out. They go to the restaurants. Like, we all like going to the restaurants, of course. But, you can't be excessive with it. That's crazy. You cannot be over the top with it. This is what they're doing. This is what they're spending, guys. Believe it or not, $1,000 to eat out. $1,000, guys. Unbelievable. That's insane. So, you're spending $1,000 to eat out when you're behind on your house payments. Does that even make sense to anybody? I hope not. That just does not register with me at all, and it shouldn't with you as well. So, and that's the beauty about this Money Map Budget Planner, is that you're getting an aerial view of your finances, and you can see it more clearly with this. Okay, so next is clothing. This is what they spend on clothing. They spend $500 a month, guys. Every 30 days, they're buying brand new clothes, right, for $500. It doesn't make sense to do this to me, especially in this situation, but that's what people are doing. They choose to do. All right, next is the discretionary shopping. Now, let's think about this. Now, they've already spent $1,000 on eating out. They spent, $500 on clothing, and now they're shopping. On top of that, I mean, what's left to buy? Honestly, what's left to buy? But they're spending $800. $800, guys. $800. That's crazy. I can't even imagine what they could possibly be overspending on with $800. This is a mess. Now, also, let me just kind of back up a little bit. As far as eating, they have this $1,000 that they eat out, and then back over here they had spent $1,200. All together, that's $2,200 just to eat. Just to eat, guys, every single month. Every 30 days, they're spending that much. And that's excessive. That's 22% of their income, right? That's overboard. You should be no higher than 20% for sure, right? And you want to stay less than that if you can. All right, so just FYI. Next is the subscriptions. Subscriptions, they're spending $280. All right, $280. So $280 is too high. Especially in this type of situation, that's several apps that they probably are using right now. You can stream everything down to one or two apps, Hulu, what's the other one? Netflix or Disney or whatever. Just get it down to size. You got to get these things down, and so you can get yourself out of this mess. This is crazy. Next, they have a gym, right? It's okay to have a gym. You should be taking care of yourself. But the problem is you got paying this guy, this trainer. You're paying this guy with the gym is $300. That's crazy, guys. Why are you paying somebody else to work you out, basically? If you've already been working with this person, they've already given you a routine. You don't need them to do this workout at all. Not now, not in this case, right? This is not in this situation. You're 2 to 3 months behind. That's what, $6,000 or so, maybe $9,000. It could be higher because of attorney's fees. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable what people are doing right now. All right, next is, now they have the audacity to be going on vacations or, traveling each and every month. This is what they're spending. They're spending $700, guys. Can you believe that? $700 each and every month, probably not really going any which where, right? And it's just a waste. But yet you're struggling. You have the mortgage companies probably calling you each and every day, right? They're sending letters to you. They're threatening you. That's not a good way to live. It's just not at all, right? Okay, next. This is the one I hate the most, is the credit cards. It hurts you the most in your credit score, your FICO score. But it also, like I said, it messes up all the rest of your budget as well because of the high interest. All right, they're paying, it's incredible, $900, guys. $900 each and every single month, every 30 days to pay this credit card. Unbelievable. That is crazy. So let's figure this out. All of this together. Oh, yeah, by the way, again, going back to the savings, they save zero. They have zero saved so far. And that's it's really, really sad. It's sad that a lot of people are living this way. It's unfortunate. Because let's think about it. Of course, this just makes no sense at all. And you're in this situation for a reason, but they're trying to look rich when they're not. And that is the American way, unfortunately. It's not helping families at all in any level. All right, so let's add up these expenses. What they're actually putting out is $12,030. All right, $12,030. Let's say minus the 10K. Now you're looking at 2,000. I'm gonna bring it over here. It's $2,000. They're in the whole 2,080 bucks. All right, that's crazy. So they're trying to catch up, with the 10,000, but they have to pay out 12,000 each and every month. So it's unbelievable what they're doing. So here's the situation, guys. It's really not a good place to be in. This video would be super long if I just broke everything down. What I would possibly do if it was me, I would shave all of this down to almost nothing. Literally, I would knock this down to size. All right. So I would take care of all of this, except for the credit cards, because you have to keep that going until it's paid off. Okay. So, they're making six figures a year, and because they're overspending, and they're 2 to 3 months or so behind on their mortgage. I take this $1,000 eating out, the $800 in shopping, $700 in vacations, $300 on trainers, $280 on subscriptions and all that. I would at least shave it down to half, and that would at least save them, $1,500 a month. But in 3 months, it's like $4,500. That would help them get out of the hole. But here's the thing: their house isn't at risk because of their income. It's because they're living in denial. Right? That's the situation. So what I would recommend is that they call their lender to work out a loan modification to stop the foreclosure if possible, right? And then start slashing all of these. All of this has to be annihilated, right? You have to kind of cut through this like it's like having surgery. I cut all this out. Every one of all these variable expenses would be gone if it was me, all right? So, and then with that, after that's been annihilated and done, I take that money and put it towards this house, all right? I put it towards the house, all right? Here's the house, right? So if you saved all that, that's about $3,000. I put $3,000 each and every month towards this house until it got paid down, right? Till it got current, right? And then from there, I would take this $1,000, the $3,000, and put it on this credit card and annihilate that thing. Just get it gone, right? And that would be the best way to do it. So that's just how I would do it, and I would try to help you out with that if possible. So if you think this is crazy, wait till you see the next couple who's spending $1,200 a month on their kids' sports while their credit cards are maxed out. All right, there it is, guys. We found the money hiding right in their budget. The truth is, it's never about how much you make. It's about how much you manage. If I wish I had this planner years ago when I was struggling to, stay afloat, but it helped me so many others as well to take back control of their finances. And, it can do the same for you if you let it. Just 15 minutes a day with the digital Money Map Budget Planner can change everything for you. You'll find a link in the description and pinned in the comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more. Don't wait. All right? Don't wait. Master your money. Don't let money master you. Get your money map on today. God bless, and see you next time.